Daily Caller. Dem representative says Republicans who call Harris a DEI candidate actually mean the N-word. Rob, if you have this clip, just set this clip up. I'll read the next title, which is Joy Reid. We'll play this one as well, where Joy Reid says black people will look weird if they don't back Harris. Let's first go to the first clip, Rob, and then go to that one. And then the last one I'll add here that said CNN host says GOP using veiled slur against people like Kamala Harris. Again, racial. Play this clip first. Go for it, Rob.
Ridiculous.
This is an organization, this is a right-wing campaign that's going to be racist, misogynistic against the vice president, but we're going to stand on the issues and what really matters. It's the fact that she is qualified. They want to call her a DEI president or DEI candidate. She has more experience than Trump and J.D. Vance combined times a million, right? She worked at the state level. She was the attorney general, vice president of the United States. She was a senator representing one of the largest states in the entire country. And so these are just racist dog whistles. Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean. Who is this guy?
Nobody.
Do you think Congressman Burchett is being a racist when he says that?
Go to Joy Reid. Let's see which one's more ridiculous.
Just so you know, that is Maxwell Frost from Florida, Democrat, but he is the first millennial ever to be elected to Congress.
No wonder why.
Is this the guy, South Orlando, Orange County?
Yep. Oh, God.
Fantastic.
And Jim Acosta next to him, one of the biggest losers on the planet.
Just spheric.
Sorry, hold on. It's playing at double speed.
It's okay, Rob.
Okay, so
it's okay, Rob. You can do it.
Here's Joy Reid. The mushrooms.
She got rid of. She got rid of the Trump.
Stratospheric.
Big word.
Entrance of Vice President Kamala Harris into the presidential campaign, and she has now secured enough delegates to become the nominee. Mm-hmm. You're gonna look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color.
Oof. I'm brown.
But really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely.
I guarantee
on
I
that
know
side.
more about hip-hop than you.
The door needs to close behind
I guarantee
Amber.
I know more R&B than you.
And she look crazy over there.
Okay, you can pause it
But
right here.
shut the door behind her.
Listen, and
Okay,
she's,
Vinny, go for it.
she's failing, and guys, I hate to repeat myself. What can be unburdened by what has been. Okay, guys, so we get the playbook. They have to do this, okay? And we nailed. And Mike is one of my Mike's Jamaican. He goes, she's not African American. She's Indian and Jamaican. And by the way, just a little history report on how black Kamala is. Her great great grandfather Hamilton Brown was one of Jamaica's largest slave owner / traders. Okay, he had black slaves, if that's what you want to call it, and sold them. And her little history report, while AG of California, she incarcerated over 1,500 African Americans for minor drug charges and held them past their release date for free county labor. And Tom, I'm pretty sure
that's just the 1,500, my friend.
That's just the 15.
She used the 3 strikes law to decimate a whole generation of African American men.
Yeah. So that's how much she cares about that's your African American vote. And if you think about it,
that's
if you're
what
getting,
she thinks
if you're
about
getting all that free labor from all these prisoners, the majority of them are African American. Wouldn't you call that modern day slavery? So it runs in her family. If you understand what I'm saying? And listen, I'm just...
What do you mean her? Let's just go back to her grandfather, great-grandfather. The record's clear, isn't it?
The record's pretty clear. So, I mean, and listen, I just hope people stop falling for this democratic tactic of everything's about to be erased. No. She's not only unlikable, look at her track record. Name one thing, and I'm being genuine. What has Kamala Harris done in her entire career that can come to your head, PBD?
That can come to my head?
Yeah, name one thing that she's done.
Okay.
And listen, and not what can be unburdened, but what has been. I mean,
we have families that watch the podcast.
I apologize.
But I would say, what has she done? Well, look, I mean, you have to, regardless of what it is, for her to find a way to being a VP, whatever you say, there's credit there for being a candidate. Okay, it's not easy in any space to stick around until somebody makes you VP. The contest we announced with Manette, guys, is a contest that's very unique. A lot of you who have big plans of 2024 where you want to do second half of the year, this contest that was announced, effective July 1st, goes till August 31st. The winners of this contest will have a chance to meet Dwayne Johnson and also be invited to be on stage, recognized in front of nearly 10,000 people, where people are going to see you on stage, 10,000 people, your face with your Manette handle for people to be close to you. This is an opportunity for you to network with thousands of people, of them directly knowing who you are, And the way to compete for this is either you're an expert and people ask you questions, or either you compete as a user asking others questions. Right now, in the lightweight category, the leader right now is Bryce Mitchell, UFC fighter. Number 2 is Caleb Altmaier, which Caleb is a pastor, I believe, out of Washington or Portland's got a big mission. He buys strip clubs and builds it into facilities to create rehabs for dancers, which is very interesting. What he's doing. Trafficking, yes. And then you have Jose Alvarenga, who is 3rd place for lightweight. Rob, if you can zoom in a little bit. Middleweight, we have right now, as the ranking goes, Samuel Riley, then we have Matten Hakkar, and then we have Aaron Borgman at 3rd place. Heavyweight, we have Dennis Panev, then it's Candace Owens, then Dr. Calvin Ing. Home team, Vinny crushing it as usual. And then you have new users, signups. Mark Cook, 1st place, then it's Ronald Silsky, and then Russell Morgan, and existing users, Shaw, Matthew, user 0, have asked the most questions. If you haven't yet started participating in this, we had a client reach out to me the other day, ended up being a $100 million client business for somebody I refer to. There are people asking questions about homeschooling, parenting, kids, marriage, finance, preparing for an interview, many business questions, day-to-day questions, political questions. When in the election season, have you ever seen a season where you can go ask some of the biggest influencers on politics, what do you think about it, Cuomo? What do you think about it, Candace? What do you think about it, Tulsi? And they respond back to you. Never in the history of America have we had a time like this that you can actually be able to communicate with some of the biggest influencers on the left, right, and the center and says, what are your thoughts on this? To be able to make better decisions for your family. The QR code at the top is right there. Download the QR code. And if you got any questions here for the folks on the panel, Rob, if you want to pull up the Manect handle for the 4 folks we have here, any one of these, you can ask me, Vinny, Adam, or Tom any questions that you have.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.